Welcome back to Dream Chasers Radio with me, your host, Yaya Diamond. What's up, guys? Yo. It's been such a crazy time. Let me tell you something. There's so many different things going on and so many people going after their dreams right now because there's really, truly nothing else to do. So let's just be real. You either go after your dream now or you sit down and you continue to eat popcorn until your job is ready to hire you back. I like the first option, and so does my next guest. And don't go anywhere. We have a great show for you today.
I dare to be different. 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 I dare.
Welcome back to the show. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I know. You know what? We're going to have to go ahead and get some new footage for that old reel you just saw because I have some amazing guests since then. And so we're going to be going ahead and updating the reel. However, I did get your feedback and thank you so much. No, I will not change the song. Okay, so now that that's out of the way, stop writing me about that because it's just not going to happen. Okay? All right, we're going to keep this on. However, I have a wonderful guest on the show. She has a GoFundMe page. She's going after her dreams and her goals. Just like I just said, she took option number 1. So I'm going to ask her to please introduce yourself and please tell everybody who you are and what you are doing with your GoFundMe and what did you decide to do?
Hey everybody, I'm Anne-Marie Sheridan. I am the founder of Pursuing Compatibility, which uses a genuine and dynamic approach for strengthening relationships, dating, and society. So, yeah.
That's a deep, girl.
Yep.
Oh,
Very
you're
deep.
like COVID? Let me just dive on in.
I'm going to just dive on in, man. I am going for it. Headstrong. I'm very ambitious.
No, that's good. That's good. So tell me, did you have to think a lot about this or was this just something that just came naturally for you?
That is a good question. Honestly, originally it started with only dating relationships because it was triggered after the emotional ending of my 8-year relationship. So a lot of that was targeted on that first. Mm-hmm. And then I'm a very reflective, deep thinker. Mm-hmm. Analytical person. Beauty and brains, it's a new concept. Standards is the new thing. I'm just kidding. But no, but I basically, during this therapeutic process, I was reflecting on how a lot of it stuff spirals into society also, and relationships as a whole, and society, how we get along as a whole in a community. So that's how it kind of sparked into society.
Oh, nice. I had sent out an email and I asked, for an entourage of different questions that the audience may have for you. And I got back 2 really good questions. And so I wanted to ask you, the first question I want to ask you is, Tanisha wanted to know, she says, how did you heal after your breakup and how have you been since?
That is a really tough question. You're killing me, man. No, I'm just kidding.
Tanisha, it's your fault, girl.
I'm sorry, you're killing me. No, just kidding. Honestly, a really good cry helps. I know it's cliche. I did a lot of crying. I'm not gonna lie. I'm very fortunate where I have a good friendship with my ex. He's not a crazy person, so knock on wood. It was not one of those. A lot of crying, even crying together. We were both crying and talking out together because I highly respect him. We had our problems for sure, but I highly respect him. I want him to feel okay. He wanted me to be okay. It was tough, and it was a lot of crying, a lot of close friends. I have two of my best friends are married, so I would go see them and be crying in their arms. This is a tough question. Jesus. I did a lot of journaling. I saw a mental health counselor also. So time heals. I'm fine now. I'm just overwhelmed.
Good.
Tough question.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. But yeah, it's But right now I'm really okay. It's an emotional question. So, but I also I've been through a lot in my life, and so I just kind of came to the realization also that when you heal from something so serious, you go through a lot, and I'm at a point where I'm ready for the real deal. So any
Mhm.
guy that I go out with, I'm very upfront with them and very honest, and say, look, I've been through a lot, man. Like I'm looking for marriage, but I'm looking for step by step. But I don't say that on a first date unless he asks.
Yeah. Whoa.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know, right?
Yeah.
Some
Guys
people
kind
do
of blown
that, but I
away.
don't recommend that from my life
Yeah.
experience.
Definitely. I wanted to ask you a question. Doing what you're doing now with the GoFundMe, with the dating and everything, is that helping you to heal as well?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I pretty much healed. It's just I get emotional when I talk about it. If
Mm.
someone gets deep, because I have a co-host on my YouTube channel, and he encourages me to get more vulnerable. But I'm like, he's like, Anna Marie, I know you don't like it. I'm like, no, I don't like it. But it's because it's tough, because my life story is beyond the heartbreak. I've had a lot of heartbreak and disappointments, and if people read my biography at pursuingcompatibility.com, they can read that I've been through a lot in my life, a lot, and even beyond even when I mentioned fully. But it's heartbreaking. But
Mm.
yeah, it's helped me heal a lot, a
Yeah.
lot.
Wow. Okay, so the second question comes from Tom, and it says, "What is your main goal to? Oh, wait. What is your main goal to teach how to keep the relationship going, or to heal the individual no matter what?" That's a good
That is
one.
a great.
Thank you, Tom.
That's a really great question.
Oh yeah.
So based on my life experience, I've learned it's a little bit of both, to be honest with you.
Mhm.
So based on my life experience, I've learned that I believe that a lot of advice is outdated. So a lot of people want a meaningful relationship, but that
Mhm.
doesn't mean it's going to last.
Right.
Based on my life experience, and a lot of people that can resonate with this, I'm sure, it doesn't mean it's going to last. So it's a combination of both, like about how we can keep it, because I believe that true love is not complacent. And we have a high divorce rate. Why? Because people get complacent and people force relationships.
Mhm.
And my co-host has been divorced twice, and found the love of his life and had girlfriends. And him and I both agree that you could be in a relationship, but they could be whipping you into shape for the love of
Mhm.
your life down the line.
Right.
And
Mhm.
that doesn't mean that you're wrong and they're wrong. It just means it was a lesson.
Mhm.
So, and I think a lot of relationship advice pushes lasting love, but I think that's extremely naive, because look at my life. You know,
Mhm.
I would love to be happily married with a bunch of dogs right now, but unfortunately, it didn't turn out that way. I'm still looking
Right.
for it right now, actively, but it just goes to show that I believe the lack of proper guidance is a very serious issue. But yes, I would say it's a little bit of both. It's an individual too, because you obviously have to be okay with yourself, because you will get bored if you're not okay with yourself and you don't
Right.
have a career and your mental health and everything together. I hope that makes sense.
It does. It does. Thank you so much, Tom and Tanisha. Thank you, girls. It took a minute to get that one right.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for turning in your questions. And if you guys have any other questions for any future guests, I will definitely send out an email, and you can respond. Please respond within 5 to 10 minutes, so that way I know which questions to go with. I usually go with one male and one female. All right. So, hey guys, it's a wonderful thing when you have a GoFundMe page, but what do you do with it? And I wanted to ask you that question. What is your GoFundMe page about?
So the GoFundMe is to raise money to expand my business. So as we all know, it's a pandemic, right? So it's been struggling for everybody. Also, I'm a millennial, so I was devastated by that time in 2008. The job market is very competitive. For those people that do know, you may not even be a millennial, you just may be able to understand it. But it's to expand the business. So the goal of the GoFundMe is to expand our YouTube channel. If you go to Pursuing Compatibility in the search of YouTube, we have more than 90 videos and more than 2,900 subscribers. We're hoping to expand very aggressively, very ambitiously soon. It's to expand that. It's to expand our online shop. If you go to pursuingcompatibilityshop.com, it is to expand that even further. Please check that out. It's a lot of amazing products. And it's also to help raise money to create a dating app. It's a very unique dating app resource, which would help reduce loneliness and help reduce the high divorce rates.
That's nice. That's really good. That's really good. You know, I love what you're doing. I love the fact that you're also using it for your personal healing, and I love the fact that maybe other people need this service just as much as the next guy. So the one thing I want to find out too is, when it comes to the searches and when it comes to different things, how will you help people kind of be compatible in the app?
Well, number one, mine will offer a real reflective matchmaking service.
You mean we get no bots? There's no bots? No bots?
I know, right? So what does this mean, to clarify? Because a lot of people are like, Anna, what do you mean? This sounds very fascinating, right? So you're looking at a girl that struggled in love, okay? I've had a lot of bad luck in love. You can see that I'm a really great woman with standards. I do not deserve to be treated like a piece of trash. I do not deserve to be ghosted. Unfortunately, good guys ghost. I love you, but you ghost because you freak out over emotions. And I encourage and inspire men in my YouTube videos to put on the big boy pants and be a man and communicate, because not every good woman's going to be a jerk to you. Right. Actually, we respect you more by putting on the big boy pants and vocalizing, and at least trying. So you lose respect by not saying anything. But basically, you're looking at someone that's done pretty much all of that, because I've talked about this with one of my single friends. He's husband hunting for me, and I'm wife hunting for him, so it's kind of funny. But I've done eHarmony, I've done Match.com. You're looking at someone that's done like almost all of them. And I just this also sparked a big interest where I'm just like, I realize it's not working. Our divorce rate's 2.9 per 1,000 in 2019, which is huge.
Yeah.
Our loneliness statistics is nearly 50%, which is huge. So the reflective matchmaking service would be more accurate, more reflective, much more thoughtful. It would not be a yes or no question. Because I think a lot of people are more neutral. You know what I mean? Right. Like where they're like, are you a tattoo person? Some people, yes. Some people, no. Some people a little bit in the middle. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to do that. So, and you cannot beat my life experience. I've been through it all. I was in an 8-year relationship. I was in a long distance 1-year relationship. I was in a cross-cultural. I was in international. I lived abroad for 9 years. I got a life experience behind my belt, and I feel like that's very competitive edge on my aspect. I think a lot of people will appreciate it because a lot of people want to find real love.
Yeah.
I don't believe that people should be waiting until they're 35 or 40 or 50 to find the love of their life, and a lot of that has to do with resource and properly guiding people to matchmake. So mine is unique in that aspect. It will also offer a casual aspect also, because when I was 25, I did not know what I wanted at all. Like I look back,
don't look at me.
I know I'm just saying like I look back, and I was talking to my co-host, like I thought that I knew what I wanted. I didn't know anything. So like, like I was like, man, I didn't know anything. So it's going to have a combination of both. A lot of people are going to love it. My single friends are super excited. So the sooner that we can get GoFundMe going, the faster, because I can get it done as soon as 2 months.
Awesome. I encourage you, if you are single and you want to take advantage of this app, or if you are knowing someone who is single who you kind of jumped in, try to match make or whatever, go ahead and look at this. So we'll have the GoFundMe link right in the description box below. If it's highlighted, all you have to do is just click on it. If it's not, copy and paste it into your browser and go ahead and click enter. It'll take you straight there. I absolutely love what you're doing. I absolutely love what you're healing yourself is basically what you're doing. And in turn, you're healing others. So you're reaching out and you're saying, hey, you're not alone in this. Look at me. I too am going through the same thing. A lot of people think they're going through something different, or they're going through something by themselves. And really, truly, at the same time, a multiplicity of people going through that. Not exactly the same, but the same situation.
Right.
What kind of encouraging words would you give them at this moment in time, since now you understand what you went through, and now you're reaching out and you're doing this app? What kind of advice do you now give back to those who are possibly going through what you went through, or something similar?
I tell people, so my brand is I'm your genie, but within reason. So make people laugh and smile. So you are not alone. You don't have to. I believe that loneliness is an injustice. And I think that it's very unfair when people are ready for marriage and they don't get the proper guidance, or they're not getting the proper resource. And you're looking at someone that's, my friends look at me as a creative beast. I got a lot of creative superpowers. And just, I am here for you. Literally, you don't have to be alone. I'm healing myself. I pretty much tell myself, I mean, I'm ready to move on right now, but it's still a healing process. I get so many people opening up to me about their heartbreaks. Since I came out with my personal biography, I had a coworker the other day, we were both talking about how it's emotional to talk about, because you feel embarrassed.
Yeah.
You feel very embarrassed, oh, how could I be with someone for so long and then it not last? Because I got asked all the time, and I'm like, it's hard because sometimes people change, and a lot of advice that's put out there is outdated in my mindset, because I look at them and say, I'm sorry, with all due respect, you got lucky.
Right.
You got lucky.
I got lucky.
Yes.
I got lucky.
Don't take it for granted. You got very lucky. Don't take it for granted. My brother met his soulmate at 22, 23. He just got lucky. But he didn't get married until older, because they wanted to be smart about psychology and all those things. But yeah, he got lucky. My other siblings are happily married right now. And I think that it's a very injustice that a good woman such as myself is not lucky.
Well, let's change the luck. Let's say you are lucky. You're very lucky. You're lucky in love.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. No, I'm very humbled and appreciative of my loyal friends and people that really support me a lot.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being on the show. And I hope that, people will actually join the app, and or get people to join. It's going to be a real service, guys. It's not going to be a bot. Okay, so you like she was saying, look, come on, really? There are a lot of people out there that won't get a tattoo but love their guys with tattoos. I'm sorry.
Yeah, or there's somebody in the middle where they just got one and they think it's sexy. I mean, it just depends on the person.
It does. So you might have tattoos all over your body and may not even want a guy with tattoo.
Right, exactly. And it's so tricky, and dating is so tricky, because you're looking at someone that really gets it. I get it. It's tricky, and it's hard because you could be on a date with someone and you may be an amazing friend.
Right.
And you don't know that until you live together. And I advise people short-term leases, and my ex and I make amazing friends. We really do. And I'm known to attract guy friends, so I always feel bad because I probably confuse a bunch of guy friends all the time. But it's because I grew up with brothers, so for me it's just whatever, so, but it's so tricky. It really is. And that's why a good service is important, from someone that gets it. That's right. I get you. I get it. I get that it's difficult. You guys can call the genie and complain about your dates. I'm here for you. I have it all. It happens all the time. People call me, tell me about their heartbreak. Happens all the time.
Wow. Well, we're going to go ahead and make sure that GoFundMe page is in the description box, and that people can go there and check it out. And hopefully they'll, hey, no amount of money is, how would I say it? Give $1, she's grateful. Give 100, she's grateful. Give 1,000, she's grateful. There is no amount of money that is going to make a person not grateful. Anything you can help with, 50 cents, grateful. You know why? Because everything kind of adds up. It kind of piles on top of each other. So if you truly believe in this and you really want to give to this, to this GoFundMe, please do go ahead and click on that link or copy and paste that into your browser and then click enter. I want to thank you so much for being on the show, girlfriend. Thank you.
I appreciate it. It was fun.
Awesome. And I want to thank you guys for tuning in. And I hope you're lucky in love, just like my girl here is lucky in love. And until next time, don't forget to dare to be different, guys.
I dare to be different. 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 I dare.